Happy Sunday, Monday, everyone. So, a few hours ago, one of my former clients has messaged me, and basically, he said that he was watching a TikTok video. And in that video, they said that the eighth house predicts how you're going to die. And then he was looking at his eighth house and concluded some things, and now he is really, really scared. So, I just thought I would share this with everyone. Guys, the eighth house does not predict how you're gonna die. That's the first thing I want to say. Absolutely not. Second thing I want to say is that the content on TikTok about astrology is not really reliable. Okay, I'm not saying it's all bad, I don't know, but majority of it is meant for you to click and for people to make money. So it will be something like, if you have this placement, you are gonna die. Or if you have this placement, I mean, everybody's gonna die, but you're gonna die in an accident. If you have this placement, I don't know, you're beautiful. If you have this placement, your ex will come back, or, whatever, something that, a lot of people will click on and watch. And that's because they make money like that, obviously. So a lot of that content is just pop astrology, basically. And what is pop astrology? It is when you are using very shallow explanations and just looking for attention, basically. Now, astrology doesn't work like that. For you to actually conclude things, you need to look at somebody's natal chart, birth chart as a whole. Because even if you have some, let's say, not that great aspects somewhere, some other aspects somewhere else, maybe, just canceling those negative aspects. And there's a lot of things that can be happening in your chart. It is complex to read it. It's not just like that. And this type of videos will just, intimidate you and bring fear. Now, I absolutely, I absolutely love the eighth house. And I am a little bit, how could they reduce the house of profound alchemy into a cheap, horror movie? It just, yeah, it's not okay. But never mind. Let's explain some things today, shall we? About just like what astrology is meant to be used for. Astrology is not meant to give predictions. I know that TikTok videos tell you otherwise, but trust me. So, your natal chart or your birth chart, whatever you want to call it, is not a fortune teller's crystal ball. Um, it's basically an energetic map of your subconscious potential. That's what it is. It shows the specific frequencies, behavior patterns, and psychological currents that you agreed to navigate in this lifetime. It does not predict what will happen to you in the physical world. It predicts how you will process energy internally, if that makes sense. So, this world you're in right now is just a mirror of that internal broadcast. So, for example, if you change your self concept, if you change your vibration, if you change your mindset, you completely rewrite how those aspects will manifest in your physical world. I hope this makes sense. So, what you see in your natal chart is only potential. So, you may have beautiful placements for wealth, but if your mindset does not change and you are not doing anything about it, especially from an energetic level, because that's the most important level, as we know, those aspects will go in vain. You will not use them. Now, having aspects for wealth doesn't mean that you will necessarily be rich. No, it doesn't. It means that you have a potential to be rich. And for example, if you have aspects for, I don't know, let's say casting spells, it doesn't mean that you will become a spellcaster. It means you have potential to be one. So this is what your chart is about. It's not for predicting things, events, and especially not for predicting death. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you one of the greatest proofs that your birth chart is a map of consciousness and nothing else. And that is that, for example, if you look at the chart of somebody who has passed away, right? Take a look at their chart. And if you look at the chart of this deceased person, the chart doesn't look like somebody died. It's not like there will be an ending in the chart or something, or that the transits will no longer affect that chart. The chart looks like the person is still alive. You know, the transits keep moving, the progressions keep shifting, and the chart looks just as vibrant and active as when the person was alive. So you can't conclude based on a chart that somebody died, unless you're looking at, for example, if they were born in, I don't know, 2 centuries ago or something, right? But when you look just at the chart without seeing the dates or anything, you can't see that. You can't see that this person has died, and you can't even conclude that this person has died from looking at the chart. So it does not predict death, physical death. Okay, so everything is still moving. Why? Well, this is because the natal chart is a map of your eternal soul, which you are, and its energetic signature. So that has nothing to do with biological expiration of the physical body. Nothing. The body is just a temporary vehicle, as we know, and the conscious mapped in the chart remains immortal in that chart as well as it remains immortal in general. Okay, so when we look at the chart of someone that has passed away, and we kind of know when this person died. We know the exact time of death. We can see a transit that may have led up to that. Absolutely, that is true. However, that transit can mean a million other things. It's a potential. So without knowing exactly when the person died, you can't, and how you can't kind of make that connection in somebody's chart, right? So to explain it better, basically energy is fluid, right? And one single aspect that you look in the chart can manifest in 10 different ways or more, right? Depending on your level of awareness. So that is how it works. And there is no reason to be afraid of those silly TikTok videos. If you want to watch them for entertainment, that is great. But if they bring you fear and anxiety, please do not watch them. And always remember that they're not accurate, basically. And that's basically what I wanted to say. I hope you kind of understand a little better what we use astrology for, how do your birth charts work. And again, I'm just reminding everyone that if they are interested in natal charts, they will need to know their exact time of birth and place of birth as well. And by that, I mean in which city, state, country they were born in. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that nobody will get scared from those clickbait videos. I love you guys. Have a lovely day. Bye.